lovelies, how are you all? Hope you're all alright, and thank you for joining me. Today, if you've seen the title, you'll know I want to do some fruit encapsulated acrylic nails today. So I was having a play yesterday, you know I like to do practice, so last night I just thought to myself, do you know, I fancy faffing about with a bit of acrylic. So I got all these out and then I thought, oh, I'll do fruit nails. So I did this one, which I'm not quite sure if they're supposed to be blackberries or what they are, but I'm not using them, but that gives you an idea with the glitter and stuff in there. So we'll do a set, well, we'll do 4. And I've got these little fimo slices, which have had a heck of a long time. So I'm going to use some of these. And these acrylics are Saviland. Now I've got quite a lot of Saviland acrylics. These are just little pots. And this particular set, I don't think you can still get this set, which was 3, 6, 9, 10. But they do have sets on Amazon for Saviland acrylics, but there's a lot more colours in the set. These are the sort of neon brights. I've had them, God, 3 or 4 years. But you get a glitter one and a colour one with this set, and the sets that they've got is glitter and colour, but not this particular one. So I can't tell you basically where to get it. But any acrylic. So yeah, I got these out because there's a colour. So like that's the yellow. So it's a bright yellow and a glitter yellow. Same with the orange, the pink, the green and the purple. And yeah, I'm going to do them with darker at the top and then the glitter and fruit at the bottom of it. So yeah, I think with the one that's pink, I don't know whether to do the pink top or whether to, I'll use that clear. That's Glitterbell's glass slippers. I'll use that for the clear. I don't know whether to use Perfect Blush for the top of the pink one. I don't know. I might play with that another day, shall I? I do like Neo acrylic, but we'll see how this performs. Anyway, I'll put these to one side and I'll just pick as I go. So I think let's get some little triangle dishes out. I'm just going to get some of these out. So with the greens, I'm going to do these. And I want to cut some of these in half as well. Some of these are thicker than others, so I'll pick the very thin ones if I can. And I want to cut in half. There. And one of these. So it's a bit dark for a lime on the outside, not quite sure what that's supposed to be. But it's what we're having. So that's one with the greens. So on and so forth. I'll do orange and lemon together in the orange. So 2 of them. I might do that dark colour at the top. Right, so I'll get these sorted and then we'll start. So I've just sorted them with the dragon fruit and pink grapefruit, apple and banana, orange and lemon, kiwi and lime, or whatever it's supposed to be. And yeah, let's get cracking. So the only thing I need other than that is the clear then. Okay. So I've already stuck the tips on. And we're going for some stiletto. Bear with, because it's all, like I say, practicing. These, if you wonder what I use, these are like puppy pads. So what I like is it's not going to go through when I'm wiping my monitor. And I get myself another one. I cut one into about 8 sheets. So I'm just going to cut it down again. And then what I do as I use it, I fold it over. just so a lot of that stink's not coming into the air. I'm going to go to voiceover because I've got to have my window open when I'm using monomer, because it gets right in the back of my throat. Yeah, brush. I got these brushes from, oh god, I've got quite a few. I've got Savaland ones, and I've got these which are beautiful. These are from Timo, and I do like these, but I've got a 12, a 14. I started using an 8 when I started doing acrylic a few years ago. I say I don't do them that often, but I started using an 8, and she has got very small nail beds. But I know some people use really massive ones, but I'm still at that practicing stage. So, yeah. I'll stick with these for now, see how I go. I've got a 10. I've got a 12, 14, 16. That took some finding. Right, I've got a 10. I'm going to try with the 10 first. See how we go, but I've got plenty to go at. I shan't be using monomer that matches the... Or have I? Oh, yes I have. I have got some Savaland, so that's good. Because they match it. I do find... Oh, clumsy. I do find at least if you've got the same monomer to your acrylic, it's always a good idea because it's about the drying times and stuff. I can't remember how quick it is, this. Oh, I've just bashed my head on the cupboard. God, hang on. So I decided to keep this bright pink. So I've got all the bright sort of neon colours. And I'm going to start with pink at the top and then the glitter at the bottom. And then once I've done that, I shall add in some little fruits. But I always wet down the surface with the monomer before I start. I find it's easier. Now, because I've had a big gap between doing acrylics and I've not used this Savaland for a long time, you get used to the consistency, sort of ratio of monomer to powder when you've been using one particular brand a bit. So when you're practicing, really, you should stick to the same brand that you're going to want to use, because they do vary. I suppose when they're really good at it, they can pick up anything and just adapt, but I'm still in that learning stage. So I think my beads are a little bit wet for most of them, to be honest. I do have odd ones where I remember to sort of turn the brush backwards onto the mat to release some of the liquid. But I do come a cropper a little bit with one of the beads, but I've left it in for you to have a look at. So I have a mistake, 2 mistakes in this, which I've left in. So you'll see those as we come through. But I was really pleased with the fact that I didn't get this all over a finger, because these colours tend to stain. There's so much pigment in them. Yeah, it would be staining my silicone, so I'm glad I didn't get it all over the place. So yeah, I think they were a little bit runny, but I worked with it. So I just want to kind of feather it down a little bit, and then bring the glitter up onto it as well. So there's a couple of bits in this video where I've sped it up just to make it a little bit quicker for you, because we're on half an hour as it is. So if you want to pause now and go and grab a cuppa, that might be a good idea. So just trying to refine that top a little bit. And there we go, that's far enough out. Sorry if you can hear noise in the background. I do have to have the window open when I'm using acrylics. And I've definitely not got into that one bead business yet, but then I am only using a size 10, and I think some of them use a 16 or 18. Yeah, can't handle that yet. Although I ought to have a play, that might be funny. Might be funny if nothing else. So this glitter's beautiful. So if you've not got a glitter that's got chunky glitter like this, you can always mix some clear acrylic with your glitters in a pot and make your own. Or you can pick up a little dab of clear acrylic and then dab it into your glitter, and that'll pick it up. So if you want to see me do that, if you want to see me do this with raw glitter, at any point let me know and I will do that for you, because I've got some gorgeous Sparkle Supplies glitters. Yeah, I thought I'd got a lot of glitter until I've seen some of your doing your videos, Tracy in particular. Oh dear. Aggie used to have a lot of glitter as well, didn't she? I don't know. I've not bought anything for a bit. I really must do a haul for you, but there's nothing I want to buy. It would be just, I don't know. I'll be buying stuff to never ever use it. And I know that's what we all do, but when it comes to all the glitters and everything, I don't use them as often as I should. Do you want to see more acrylic? I don't know of my viewers whether a lot of you like to use acrylic, polygel, or builder gel. Let me know if you were building or extending. Which of those do you like to see most? Acrylic, polygel, or builder gel? I'll try and fit something in for all of you. So I just decided I wanted to build the apex a little bit more with this pink before I come in with the clear. But I will encapsulate when I've got the colours and the acrylic. I always like to encapsulate anyway, because not all colours are core powders, so you don't get the strength. It's because of the amount of pigments in them. So the clear is always a core powder, so it gives you the strength. So just pop that on top. Plus, when you're filing, you're not filing into your glitter. So that helps. So I'm just using a little bit of this clear, picking these up and popping them on. So that's what you would do basically with your glitters. Now, one thing I've learned in doing the acrylics is wiping your brush is your best friend. As soon as you've laid your acrylic down onto your nail, give your brush a little wipe. I've got really into the habit of wiping a lot. It's like when you're driving, you get into the habit of looking through your rearview mirror a lot. Well, do the same with wiping your brush, because you'll not clog your brushes up half as much if you keep wiping them. When I first started, I used to have brushes that were like concrete by the time I'd finished. I went through about 3 brushes in space of probably 3 sets, to be honest. But now I'm wiping, I've got into the habit of it. My brushes are lasting a heck of a lot longer. I've used this one quite a few times now, this brush. And I like the mix of this pink grapefruit and the pink white, what's you want? Dragon fruit. Gold. Now I'll set them all out in the pots, but I do actually change up a little bit on this one, because it was going to be orange and lemon. Orange and lemon. But I'm using the orange as the background, and I decided to switch it up a little bit, and I've gone with the colour at the bottom, and I'm going to have the glitter at the top on this ring finger. So this bead's not too bad. It's flowing a little bit without running completely, but it's still a little bit too wet, I think. And I've got the nail gels, which I always like, so I will have a play with the not gels, acrylics. I will have a little play with the nail acrylics one day as well. I might do a colour block nail if you want to look at that, because I have got quite a few colours of acrylic for nail and a few of the co-pounders. Obligatory fluff. Another thing I learnt as I was going along, what I used to do is start at the top, right near the cuticle, and work my way down. But I do find that if you're not going to do it in the one bead, which all these experts do, start below, even if it's only 1/8 of an inch below, but start below your cuticle. Don't do that first, because your transition then, if your last bead before you start with any clearer or anything like that is the cuticle bead, you can stroke it down and sort of float it over the rest. So that's one thing I learned, was not to start up near the cuticle, because there's no way, unless I were doing a short nail, that I could go all the way down the nail with it. I'm just not skilled enough as yet. Although maybe it's not something I need to aim for, because I have also seen some experts that don't worry about it. However many beads you need, just use them. It's okay. My main focus really is to try and keep my edges as smooth as I can, and the top around the cuticle as smooth as I can, to decrease the filing. That's the aim anyway. So yeah, there's a lot of glitter in this. It's really pretty. I did actually get a similar colour to this orange one from Temu at one point. So yeah. I've not done my own with acrylic for a while, since I discovered DeRota's gels. I really like it. DeRota's Builder Gel, Fibre Gel it is. So I've started using that. So I've not done acrylic on my own for ages, because I just keep needing an infill. Although you can actually combine your acrylics with your polygels and your Builder Gels if you want to. And I think if you want the top, when you encapsulate, this Glitter Bells clear is really quite good. I like it. But if you want it super clear, probably use a clear Builder Gel. I don't think you can get clearer than those when it comes to encapsulating your glitters. So you can do that over your acrylic, I've discovered. So that's a good option. So I'm just trying to feather this down sort of like as a diagonal. Oh, look what I've done. I held the brush without enough monomer on it for too long in the liquid, and it was enough to pick up the powder and then heavy enough to drop off. So yeah, this is mistake number one. I thought I'd leave this in. So I'm just about to get a micro bud and dig it out. As you can see on the other side of the pot, I did that once before when I was learning as well, look. I don't know. Yuck. That's it, sorted. Oh God. Easily done. Oh, go on, that's it. Fair enough. So I'm only getting little beads, aren't I? When I started practicing as well, what I did was I drew some circles onto paper, onto them like peel off paper palette things that you can get. I had circles on them, and I was practicing trying to do a small, medium and large bead. And apparently it's all about the angle of your brush. as well as the amount of monomer, but the angle of your brush does a lot towards that, so I'm still learning that bit as well. So main thing is I've learned how to pick up a tiny bead. I need more practicing now to pick up a really big bead without it dropping off. So I'm just going to speed this one up a little bit because I'm just adding some more of these fruits. But I wanted to leave this bit in to show you that I changed my mind. So that's orange and that's lemon. Yeah. And I decide there's hardly any difference in them. It's not working for me, that. So I'm going to get that lemon off. And I'm going to swap it for kiwi, I think I did. Kiwi? I'll soon find out. So I won't want to overlap that orange as well, so I'll just put some extra on there. Yeah. And then I'm going to carry on and do the green one as well, which is now swapped to having the lemon with it. So I think the contrast worked better. And I shall just do some clear capping next. I must admit I like that one with the green and orange. So I've not mastered this yet either with the capping because I need far too many beads. Far too many. It takes me nearly as long to cap with the clear as it does to build the blooming nail. So anyway, what are you up to? Have you got any summer plans? We haven't got any holidays booked, other than we've just been away for a few days. Well, it was supposed to be for a few days, but we came back early because we did that much walking, which to my husband is nothing because he walks about 2 hours a day. Him, it was a little jaunt, but for me, with my fibro, if I've walked a lot, because people always think when you've got fibro, oh, you need to get some exercise. Yes, that's all right, love, but I'm laid up for a week then. So we did. If you're in England, you might know there's Filey, Bridlington in the East Coast, and we walked all the way along, all around Filey, and then all the way along from South to North Beach in Bridlington. So take it steady, keep stopping for me inhaler, that kind of thing. But oh my word, when I got back, the cottage was on 3 floors that we were staying in. So you'd got a bathroom on the ground floor, you'd got living area on the middle floor, and then ensuite bathroom on the top floor. So wherever you were in the lounge or kitchen, I'd go up and downstairs to the loo, and I'd forget things, and then you'd have to be running up and down. Oh, my legs were killing me. Anyway, cut a long story short, we come home early. But it was a nice break. But it's about, how long is it now? It's about 5 days since, and I've recovered. I'm okay. And it's hubby's 70th today. 70. Oh my God. We are getting on a bit. Yes, it's 70th today, so I'm really trying to get this editing done and get it uploaded because we're off out for a meal tonight with the kids. He didn't want any fuss, he didn't want a party or anything like that. He just wanted us, immediate family, to go out for a meal, so that's what we're doing. That's what he wants, that's what we're doing. So, yeah. So I've nearly finished capping this. I thought I'd tell him my story while I'm doing my 18th bead. So I'm trying to wait a minute now, so it's a bit firmer. I should have a counter going and see what my record is for the amount of beads I can use in one nail. To be fair, it's probably this one. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of the next one speeded up, and in the next section, that's where I do another cock up basically. And it's simply about being clumsy. Oh God, another bead. I've decided there's a divot in the middle, so I've got to even that out now. Poor old Eve would be about 3 hours if I were doing a full set. This took me about 1 hour and 20 minutes for 4 nails. That's how much editing I've had to do to get it down to 32 minutes. Right, so I'm not going to show you all of this now. I'm just going to show you a bit of it. But you'll see when I discover what I've done. Are you guessing what it is yet? There it is. I've had my finger on it. Oh, talk about clumsy. So anyway, I'll just put a little bit more over it so I can sort it out in filing. So when I finished editing this, while it's uploading, I've got to rush and get my right hand done because the nails that I've got on there, I just did quick for going away. So I just did stamping on the end of it. Weren't that fuss, but anyway, that's what I did. So I decided, after I'd made this set of nails yesterday, last night, that I was going to change the design or just change the colour. So I got my e-file out and I did it on my left hand. Took it all off, repainted it, realised it were 11 o'clock and thought, oh, for God's sake, we're going out for tea tomorrow night and I've got 2 odd hands now. So I've got to try and get this done and then go and get my other hand done. So at least I match. So for those that want the filing left in, I've just left in this little bit because the video is quite long. So I'll just let you watch this and then I will pop back while I'm top coating just to set her off. So I thought I'd just pop back and talk to you, not on voiceover before I go. So this is them all filed and I did that one too long. The apex has disappeared under there now because I've had to push it up a bit because it was that long. So I don't know how I've managed that, but anyway, so I'll push that back up so they match up a bit better. So I'm just going to top coat these. I'm not sure if I've got any discount codes for anything. I might have got a Savaland. I can't remember now. If I have, it'll be in my description box. But yeah, whatever acrylics you've got. There is a discount code for Melody Susie and Born Pretty, who do some acrylic. Yeah, it's always handy to have a bit of acrylic if you want to do sweater nails or something at Christmas. But yeah, so that took a bit of faffing, but I got there in the end. I had a little bit more filing to do than I'd hoped. But yeah, we got there. I like the colours, I think they're fab. So, fruity summer nails, why not? If there's anything that you want me to do, whether it be acrylic polygel or gel designs or anything, let me know. Look at these glitters, aren't they lovely? Let me know in the comments and I'll put them on my list, and then I'll do them as a sort of, well, fancy trying them basically. Oh, look what I've done now. Yeah, so I'll just let you watch this top coat. And please don't forget to subscribe. I did want to do a giveaway at 3,000 subs, but at this rate it's going to take me another year. So if you're enjoying watching, please don't forget to click the subscribe, and it'll only notify you if you press the bell. So you can either come back and look for me or press the bell and you'll know when I've uploaded. But yeah, if you could subscribe. If you want to help me out, you can like and share and leave a comment. Other than that, it's completely free. But yeah, we're just faffing, playing, learning, enjoying it basically. And meeting nice people in the comments and things. I had a meet up this, well, today, and Joe from Imaginales, I think I've said that right, Lou, Vitilugo, and Design Nails 57, I was trying to think of the number, for Tracy Badley. They all came over today. We had a couple of cuppers. And yeah, but we had a lovely chat, all nail related, for about 3 or 4 hours, I think. So yeah, it's lovely how you meet people on here. It's been marvellous. So I hope you've enjoyed it, everybody. Sorry if I've been waffling, but yeah, that's those all done, all ready for summer. So Eve's going to have a fabulous time, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Love you loads. Bye.